Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Varnum's Auto. It is bright and early this morning. It is Wednesday, the 8th, 7:38. The roosters is crowing. What we got here today, we're going to take this apart, that apart, fan, and the shroud and the fan. Take the belt off and get to the water pump. The water pump has failed. It has served its purpose. It's time for it to have a new one. Instead of doing everything, we're just going to go ahead and get this thing here going. If I can get this one to work. Whoa. Oh dear God. Why does it got to do that? It's still. There we go. Yeah, that's time for me to get a new one. It is time for me to get a new little ratchet. That's been one of the best ratchets I've had in a while. Well, I know that's the right size. Yeah, it's between an 8mm to a 5/16. Man, come on, man, stop acting like a fool. Apparently this one here likes for it to be a 8mm instead of a 5/16. Alright, anyways. Now we're going to find us a 10mm socket. If I can even find that. My tools are so scattered out that it's literally pitiful. I mean, it's pitiful. It drives me crazy to try to look for a daggone tool. And I'm sorry guys, that's not a 10, that's a daggone 8 or a 5/16. Get this here top off right here. I know some people don't keep this little piece of plastic cover on. All it is an ornament to dress the engine up. But you know what? And to me, it makes it look just a tad bit tough. Set that chair. There's old Mike Carlo. And for some reason, this one here wants to be using a daggone freaking 8mm. I believe I can still take it off right now. I'll put this 10 up. See what we got. guess we're gonna just use the old regular flathead screwdriver. Set the phone down right quick. Get this thing here. Just a couple of turns. That should be good enough once I get the fan shroud taken off. I'll be able to remove that air duct. Set this aside. Alright. Don't really know the name for this. Can't remember. I think it's a trim tool remover. That's what we're gonna call it. Set them up there and just remove them tabs. Pop them tabs up. Finagle the teeth up in there. Just do that number like that. Do that. And voila. Do that. Seven times. And you'll be able to remove this whole piece right here. Okay. That one went flying. You can tell it's a doggone hump day, a Wednesday. Pop up, you piece of junk. I probably won't never say that again. Alright, there's your cover. Just throw that down there on the ground. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got the same deal down here. The fan shroud. A little hard to get a picture of this, but my good God, son. I think I can go ahead and remove this air duct. I'm gonna have to sit y'all down before I end up getting mad. Come on now. Ah, dang, man. Okay. Back to work now. It had to take two hands to do that and get the ducking off. Also, to get these clips off, let me show y'all the clips. Same idea about the little radiator cover part. These just a slight difference. Same idea. You got your hoses off. Yep. And you got to take off these two 10mm bolts, which I knew I needed it. My brain is not fully awake this morning. So we get that 10mm. Slap it on here on this electric ratchet wrench. That's tighten, switch it, bam. Set that on here. And let that go to work. You don't have to do nothing. When I first started out working on vehicles, I didn't have none of this stuff. But now you just do this number here, pull that back, pull that up, toss it to the ground. It ain't gonna hurt, it's a pretty thick piece of plastic. And then you get you a big old adjustable crescent wrench, set that nicely and tight on there, and then you whack the snit out of it. Alright, there's your big crescent wrench. It normally takes two hands, so I'm gonna try to do it with one. I doubt that got it. My good gosh, and this morning, thank you, Jesus, it did. And then you just take your fan blade and spin it until it comes off the threads of the water pump pulley. It's coming, I promise y'all, see? And just pull it right up, ease it down, because them blades will break on you, but it depends on how heated it, how much heat they have been through. I don't think that one's been through too much heat, because this has been taken care of. What we'll do next is get a socket and a ratchet, put on here, take the serpentine belt off. But for right now, I want to show y'all the water pump. This is a 3rd gen 5.3 LS engine. There's y'all's new water pump. And this was the whole deal. Duralast. I don't know how to do descriptions or whatever down below. I don't know how to do none of that. So there's y'all's part number. (2004) 3rd gen with a T. Here's the water pump gasket. 2 bolts for your new thermostat housing. And it comes with a new thermostat. This little dude here is to protect the threads on the water pump pulley. So this is how we're going to determine what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that's got to be literally taking off of the water pump to get it free from the engine. Now set y'all down so I can get the ratchet and socket for the tensioner, get the serpentine belt off, and then we can move forward to get the hoses off and get the water pump off. Alright, stay tuned. Alright guys, if y'all don't have one of these ratchets right here, it's a Craftsman. It's, some people calls it a flex head, whatever. You do it, once you use one of these, you'll fall in love. I'm gonna try to show y'all the part number to it. It is CMMT 99439. You get one of these, see how it curves at the bottom of the handle? I call this a gooseneck. There's a few people that calls it a gooseneck. I thought I was the only one, but no. That's what I call it. That's what some other people calls it that I know. And they said that to them it's been one of the best tools that they've used. And just see how that, I know it's not in the full. See that? That's how you loosen the tension. And you just release it and it does its thing. Alright, now we got the belt off. If you are a Chevrolet man, you do not, and I repeat, you do not need to take a picture or look at a diagram to see how to route a Chevrolet serpentine belt, okay? I work for this one old guy named George Thomas, good friend of the family. I mean, he's very good in mechanic, but he told me about my third time doing some work with him, and he told me, he said, Josh, he said, I thought you was a Chevrolet man. I said, I am. He said, okay. He said, well, what in the world are you looking at diagrams to route Chevrolet serpentine belts on for? He said, it's the easiest ones there is. So I pretty much had to stop looking at diagrams just to prove him that I was a Chevy man. But anyways, I'm looking for an extension, and I'll go stupid if I can't find one. Okay, got one. It's 3-inch. That's all you need with this is a 3-inch. Anything bigger than that, yeah, they're gonna be too big or either too short. We're gonna break them loose with the ratchet. Just bear with me just a second so I can use 2 hands to get it on. So there we go. The reason why I say we're gonna use the ratchet is so that we can feel what the devil is going on with your bolts. Because you don't want to start putting an impact on something that goes through anything with water, coolant, or anything like that. I'm thinking that it's okay, because them bolts will corrode up and break on you, in my opinion. Put the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. That was another old man that I worked for, Don Cable. He's pretty wild character. But Don Cable, he's pretty smart man. He's a Ford guy. And he throwed every Ford vehicle, mainly trucks, at me at any age. 30, it didn't matter, 30, daggone 40 years. Or even younger, just to see if I can do the work, because he knew I was a Chevrolet man, and he did it for a joke. Alright. Then has bottom shroud, ain't going nowhere, so we're going to put them 2 bolts down there. This dude here got a cable, and you got this here. You squeeze these. If you take that and that onto your radiator hose clamp, I'm gonna have to do it with 2 hands, and I'll show y'all when I get it hooked up. It's a very sweet tool. When it functions right. What the devil? Well, it's not my tool. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the other one.